Yeah, it seems like you've got some unique characteristics here that we'll be working with to try and set off your tingles while you're here. Tingles with flyby. Daily ASMR videos. Hello, welcome to Tingledom. We're so pleased to have you here. So, one of the first things we like to do when you come into Tingledom is establish your Tingle Profile. So this is a really basic, rudimentary, just assessment to make sure, first of all, that we figure out what your kind of anti-triggers are. Most importantly, we want to make sure while you're here that we're avoiding anything that might be not good for you. But we also want to figure out what sort of things in the past have set off your tingles. Because I do believe we do have you written down as being one who does experience. Okay, great. Wonderful. So, what I have here is basically a checklist that I'm just going to go through with you. It's just a two-sided page, and we'll just be exploring the depths of your tingle experiences in the past, whether watching videos or in person. Obviously, now that you're in Tingledom, most of these will be in person, but and this is something that you get to take with you as well. If you enjoy this process and want to go further, we do have a detailed tingle profile as well that we can do, so we can do an analysis there for you to get your more detailed profile, basically taking on the answers we have here and really drilling down and finding out exactly what works for you. But today, it's just a little brief kind of let's get acquainted. We don't want to overwhelm you too much in your first day here in Tingledom. And yeah. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, most important, which is great for me to know from the beginning, is what sort of voice you prefer. So here we have basically whisper, a regular voice, soft spoken. Some people really like a semi-inaudible or a combination. And then we just have a little category for accents if you really like a different type of accent. So, first of all, just let me know if any of those are a definite no. And then if you've ever been triggered by them before. If it's just, no, I can't think of anything like that, we'll just leave it blank. If it's a bad thing, put an X, and then I'll just give it a tick if you've ever been experienced ASMR with that before. Okay, so with whisper, but okay, yeah, that's a more, but anyway, I'll take a note of that. So soft spoken, kind of this sort of tone of voice that I'm using right now. Oh, well, I'm very honored. It's the best thing, the best compliment you can give to someone in Tingledom, so yes. Some people do really like a regular voice. I don't usually like to test it in here. Okay, never have. I can't take care of them. I'll put it as an X then, but kind of a not too strong X. And then some people really like kind a combination going from a soft-spoken to a whisper. You more just prefer one or the other. Okay. And semi-inaudible. Okay. Accents, anything there? Yeah, I mean, I think everybody finds a certain appeal in a very nice accent. So now our next section is basically just going through trigger sounds. Now this is purely based on the sounds. If there's a particular context that you need or something like that, try not to worry about that right now. That's more what we go into with the detailed analysis, or even beyond that. Yeah. Well, we can take the detailed analysis and then really do a workup. But no, tingling can be quite a science. So now we'll get into the triggers. And with these, we're just looking for anything that ever has set off your ASMR or your tingles. It doesn't really matter if it's been in a particular scenario. That's kind of more phase 3. So this is bare bones, if you just like pure trigger sounds, or you can only take it in a role play, or has to be layered. We can accommodate all that more at a later stage. This is just to get to know you a little bit here. Okay. So the first is scratching. So now just a nice scratching sound, maybe even if I scratch my hat. Then, of course, ubiquitous is a little tapping sound, blowing, page turning, or shuffling. Concentration, like if I just concentrating on the shape of my hand, the lines that go along my hand, or involved in doing a task, that sort of thing. Rain, I won't attempt to do that one. Crinkles, I do have some crinkles here. Just a little crinkle sound. Or scissors. Some people have to have it cutting something. Mouth sounds, which I'm not very good at. Typing. Fabric sounds. I have a fabric over here, but maybe I'll try mine. So smoothing fabric, or there's lots of different fabrics. Some people really like to hear their name, or we can have hand movements, just beautiful, relaxing hand movements. Candles, watching them be lit. Lots of things with candles. Pointing, so I point my finger or point here, or you could be pointing to your own profile. Brushing, I don't have a brush, but some people like hair brushing, toothbrushing, all sorts of brushing, or gum chewing, writing, which writing, marbles or rocks clinking together, water noises, pouring, cascading, all sorts of things, fire crackling, gloves being put on, leather or button clicking Some people like that for particularly video games or old style telephones. So those are the triggers we have listed there. And so I'll just go back through here and just let me know which ones are for you, okay? So scratching, tapping, blowing, page turning, concentration, rain, I think that is for everyone, crinkles, scissors, zippers, mouth sounds, typing, fabric sounds, your name, yeah I know it's a good one, isn't it? Hand movements, candles, pointing, brushing, gum chewing, writing, marble, rock clinking. Just if you've ever had an experience with those. Water noises, fire crackling, gloves, leather, button clicking. Okay. Now the next portion is probably a portion of ASMR that can get overlooked a bit as a type of ASMR experience. And that's the professional ASMR, that's what we call it here. It's basically where you are getting a experience by interacting with someone as you would in the real world. It'll make more sense when you hear the sort of professions we're talking about here. So we have like a librarian who could be checking your books out, showing you books, giving you suggestions, usually in a nice little whisper. Real estate agents showing you your floor plan, letting you select out the materials for your home or showing you through a home. Architects, a waitress, particularly menu reading. It's a huge thing here in Tingledom. Most people, if you book a table, they will ask you if you want the menu reading, so you come in about a half hour early and get the menu reading before your official table time. I love menu reading. A lawyer, going through paperwork, contract, laws, that sort of thing. Sommelier, talking to you about wine tasting, wine pairings, that sort of thing. Chocolatier, creating beautiful chocolates and all that sort of thing. A fashion designer, making you nice, beautiful clothes to compliment yourself. Interior design for helping to create a beautiful ambiance in the home. More personal type analyses such as color analysis, face analysis, hair color analysis, body shape analysis, which will help you figure out what clothes you might want. Sales, which is a whole subgenre on its own. We have our own dedicated home shopping network here, which none of the items are actually for sale. Well, they are. There's a little shop that has all the kind of as seen on TV, but it's a little less tacky than other places. You might see a place like that, but they're not really trying to sell you that much. It's more to help you relax. A personal shopper or travel agent. Magician, that's actually a fun one. Artist, chef, teacher. So, just want to know what of these you've experienced, or if you've never, seen a chocolatier, you may not know. but if you have an interest, then we can note that down. Okay, so we have librarian. Yeah, I know. I think we all have. A real estate agent, architect, waitress. We can be friends now. No, I'm always going to be your friend. A lawyer. I know, it could be a bit scary thinking about the law. Sommelier. Yeah, I thought chocolatier you might, yeah, I saw your eyes light up on that one. But sommelier, not as much. Okay, fashion designer, interior designer, personal analysis. Sales, personal shopper, travel agent, magician, artist. Don't want to say no to an artist. Chef, teacher. Okay. So now we'll move on to the bit more personal attention type experiences. More one-on-one. We're looking after you in particular, and there could be some physical interaction perhaps, such as a haircut, a manicure, pedicure, ear cleaning, massage. There's all types of massage. Medical, whether real or pretend, and there's lots of subgenres for the medical, or having your own hair brushed. So any of those, haircut, yeah, I think we've all had it. Manicure, pedicure, ear cleaning, definitely a no. Massage. I find myself, I can get ASMR just from watching someone else get a massage. We used to get massages in the other place that I worked. It was an office, a little booking office for people calling in, booking holidays. And so we had masseuses going around and giving massages, and I would start to get ASMR when I could see them on the other side of the room, just knowing they were soon going to be coming to me. Medical, hair brushing. Okay. Now this is more to do, I guess, a little bit more meta with how the experience is framed. The type of, it's called mannerisms is the name of this. So some people like really detailed descriptions. So instead of just saying you'll have a dozen roses, we might say it's a beautiful red rose, 12 of them, all wrapped in gorgeous paper, surrounded with tiny little details of baby's breath, with an aroma sweet as a decadent dessert, a beautiful smell that can just light the world on fire. You know, maybe a little more logical than my off-the-cuff descriptions. Now, have air of authority, so some people may like it. You can see I immediately sit up. It's that this is the sort of thing you must do. The exit will be over there. You must follow this instruction to go down this pathway. That air of authority can sometimes be something, or maybe a little bit of timidity, maybe a bit of coyness and cuteness. I admit I'm not the best at that one. The next two are a little bit down the same line, but a different feel. So we have sharing a secret. So if I have something that I'm only going to tell you, if you like something like that, or conspiratorial, if we're planning something together that other people don't know about. Long and mysterious, rather, I know something that I'm not going to tell you about, which there are many mysteries in Tingledom. Or some just want pure comfort and kindness, where, you know, they're just looking at you as if they're your grandmother and you can do no wrong. Don't say mother, because mothers love you, but they get annoyed with you. Grandmothers, it's just, you are the most amazing thing. So, do any of those mannerisms? Okay, so you really like air of authority, cuteness, comforting, yeah. I think everybody likes some, you know, comfort and kindness. Another genre or situation that we found that can really help people get their tingles going is education. So people can be particular about what topics that interest them, that can engage their attention enough that the other things can come. So science, space, history, mathematics, finance, language, culture, how to. Okay, so science, like space, history, mathematics. You like finance then too? Language, culture, how to. Okay. And then finally, the last is you're almost in a, well, not almost, you're in a magical realm here in Tingledom. The rules are a bit different here than to the rest of the world, even though we are in the world. You may notice that you don't hear us too much in the news. The UN doesn't talk about us. We're not very well known. But, of course, we are in the world. But we can engage other aspects if you want to delve into some other forms of magic, or obviously I can give you the magic that we do have here as well. So, the just specific types, if you want otherworldly type magic, so going to a world that's just completely different to this one, but not rooted in a specific genre, specific universe. Okay? Then specific universes, this is, you know, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Avatar, Marvel, Disney, any of these sort of things. Yeah, I think everybody has at least one pet place that they really want to go to. Then we just have pure magic, so just straight up doing magic. Or more mystical air and time travel. Okay, so let me just go through with you what we have. So I have for your Tingle Profile, you like some whisper, some soft-spoken, maybe an accent if that can be thrown in. Triggers are scratching, tapping, page turning, rain, typing, fabric, hearing your name, writing sounds, water noises. For professional ASMR, you have interest or have experienced ASMR with librarians, waitresses, chocolatier. Is that more of an interest? Yeah, for future. We'll get you to a chocolatier while you're here, don't worry. Personal analysis, magician, and artist. For personal attention, you like haircut, massage, and we're going to avoid anything with your ears. Don't like ear cleaning. Sounds like you don't like any touching of the ears. We'll say no touching on that. No ear touches. For mannerisms, we have an air of authority or comforting and kind of two ends of the spectrum there. And for education, we have science, mathematics, finance, and in the magical arena, we'll be looking for otherworldly, specific universes, and magic. Does it sound like we've got you down? Good. Well, then it's a good time now to go and get checked in at, are you staying? First nights at the Floating Inn. Oh, it's going to be a really cool experience. I think you'll enjoy that tapping. Do you like tapping? Good. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to, be wrong by tapping. So, I think you'll really enjoy that. I'm really excited to have you here in Tingledom, and this will be forwarded basically to everyone who you will see according to your itinerary, so that we can make sure you tingle the days away. Okay. My pleasure. And I'll see you, I think we have you in a few more days just to get down really detailed your profile. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, well, I'll see you then.